Okay. Good, good, good. So we're just going to start. You can use a wall for this as well if you haven't got a chair handy to put your hand on. So we're just going to start. I just want you to just take your the leg nearest the chair. You're just going to take that back and just lift the heel and stretch into the toes. So you've just got the toes on the floor. Try and keep your feet hip width if you can, and then lift up through the spine, draw your tailbone down, and just start to stretch out the front of that leg, the front of the hip, but also just starting to get into the foot. So keep pressing the toes down and lifting through the heel. Draw your shoulders back, so nice and bright through your chest. Breathe in. And then as you breathe out, pick up that right leg. And then I'm just going to start to just swing that right leg forwards and backwards. Make sure that you don't move the pelvis as you do that. So just try and isolate that movement. Hey, Holly. And Diana's joining. Hey, Diana. So just try and isolate that movement into the hip itself. You can keep this left leg a little bit soft. So just get a nice swing and a nice rhythm going. Try and flex that right foot a little bit. So keep that right foot a little bit active. And then inhale and lift up through that right leg. Catch hold of it with your left hand. Breathe in. And then as you breathe out, just start to lower the leg slightly and just draw it across the hip there. Again, make sure that you're not twisting the pelvis. So you're just moving the leg from the hip socket. And just take a little twist with your torso to the right. Breathe in. And breathe out and release that leg. Just give it a little shake. And then we'll change sides. So you can stay facing this way with your hand on the chair. So pick up that left leg, step it back. Toes on the floor. Lift the heel, draw your tailbone down. And lift up through the front of the torso, lift up through the chest, and soften the shoulders down. See if you can move the back of the head a little bit more back. And breathe. Hi, Mary. In and out through the nose. And again, start to swing that left leg. And notice as you do this, which is your weaker side. So we've always got one side that's more weak, one side that's tighter as well. You can soften that right knee if you need to. Sighing breath in and out through your nose. And again, flex that foot. Notice all the clunking, the crunching in the hip. Good. And then lift that leg up, inhale. And again, just start to take it across, pull it across that right thigh, flex that foot. And again, you could take a little twist if you want to with the torso to the left. We'll just see how that feels. Good. Breathing in. And breathing out and release that leg. And you're going to take your hands either to the back of the chair or reach the back of your sofa. Walk your feet back and start to extend out through your spine. And then lower your head down so that it's level with your arms. So have your feet hip width apart. And try and have your fingers on the back of the chair. So first of all, just get that length. I want you to bend the knees as you exhale. So bend both knees and lift the edge of your buttocks up. Keep lengthening the crown of the head forwards. And now breathe in. Start to straighten your legs. Puff up your armpits and draw your tailbone a little bit in. We're going to go up and down with the breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Start to bend your knees. Lift your hips up. Let your chest move a little bit down. Pull your belly in. And then inhale. Press into the legs. Straighten. Puff your armpits up. Press up between your shoulders a little bit more. Keep moving the crown of the head forwards. Breathe in. Breathe out again and descend. So just keep doing that with the breath. Lift the hips, bend the knees. Lengthen the crown of the head forwards. Inhale, come up, lengthen. And now move the weight more back into your heels and back through the middle of your buttocks towards the wall behind you. Exhale, bend the knees, chest moves down, belly draws in, hips lift up. Inhale, extend and lengthen. And then lift your head, walk your feet more forwards again. So from here, stand a little bit away from the, so you can have your hand on a wall. So you can do this with a wall is fine, or keep your hand on the chair. So walk a little bit out. You're going to take your left foot and bring it around in front of the right ankle. So it doesn't matter if you can't get the feet absolutely parallel, that's fine. You can have that foot a little bit further forwards. Move your hips to the side. So move your hips away from the wall, away from the chair. Inhale, reach the arm up towards the sky. So just first reach up, move the hips away, breathe in. Now get that length through the opposite side. Exhale, slowly start to stretch over. So you can do that by either pushing the wall away or bending that elbow if you've got your hand on the chair. That's it. Try not to let the hips twist forwards. Feel that nice stretch through that long side. And just drop your chin. In fact, you can just turn your head just to oil the neck up a little bit. Forwards and backwards towards the shoulder. Keep squeezing the legs together. Breathe in, coming up. Feel that nice, long, open space now through the side body. Exhale, bring the hand down. Good. So we'll go the other way. I'm going to hold on to this side now. So again, take that other leg in front, crossing the ankles. Move your hips away from the chair, the wall, whatever you're holding on to. Inhale, reach up nice and long through the spine. So as you do that, squeeze your thighs towards each other. Get long through the body. Breathe in. As you breathe out, start to reach over. And make it more about getting long rather than about how far you can reach over. And see if you can find that breath there, breathing in and out through the nose. Keep drawing the rib cage in. Good. Inhaling. Exhaling, softening that elbow. Maybe go a bit further. Good. Inhale, come up. And exhale, bring the arm down. So take your feet hip width apart now. Clasp your hands. Oh, sorry, wider than your hips is what I meant to say. So if you find squatting difficult, I know some people, you're tighter in the hips, then you can just use that chair lightly to help you. Yeah. And maybe just if you need to lift the heels, you can, but don't go down so far. We're trying to keep the back nice and straight. The rest of you, inhale, clasp your hands, Kali Mudra with your hands. Press your fingers up towards the sky. Again, have the feet wide. Turn your heels in slightly if you need to. Exhale, start to come down. Bring the arms forward. So you're using those arms as a little bit of a lever to help you counterbalance. Good. Inhale, stretch out through the arms. Keep reaching, squeezing the legs, come up. Exhale, come down again. Good. Inhale, reach, squeeze the legs together, come up. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift, squeeze the legs together, come up. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift, reaching up. 5 more. Exhale, down. Inhale, reach, squeeze the legs together, come up. Exhale, down. Inhale, reach, squeeze the legs together, press into the feet. Exhale, down. Good. Inhale, reach, lifting up. 2 more. Exhale, down. It's good, everyone. Inhale, lift up, reaching. 1 more, last time. Exhale, down. Inhale, lifting and reaching. Get up nice and tall. Squeeze those legs in. Exhale and coming down. Good. So now You're going to sit on the edge of your sofa or on the edge of your chair. And for this, I want you to bring your feet together. So if you're on the edge of a sofa, try and sit on like kind of the hard edge of the sofa. If your feet don't quite meet the floor, whatever you're sitting on, put something firm underneath your feet. Yeah, so it could be a big book, or it could be a little level of some kind. But you want to be able to press your feet down into a surface. So we're going to take our arm and first of all, just bring it either to the wall if you're on a sofa or holding on to a chair. Yeah. Squeeze your legs together. Now I want you to look at your knees and pull the right knee, the right side of the pelvis back. So what tends to happen when we're twisting is the pelvis moves. Yeah, so the opposite side of the pelvis moves as you twist. And I want you to really keep that side of the pelvis fixed down. So the opposite side of the pelvis is going to fix down. Breathe in, look forwards. And then as you breathe out, start to twist to the side, but really keep pulling that right knee and that right hip back. Yeah, it wants to slide forwards. Keep pulling it back. Keep your breath nice and steady. You can reach to the outside of the sofa, the chair, whatever you can get hold of to help you with that twist. Keep squeezing the legs together. Pull up through your glutes. So feel the glutes are nice and active. Inhale. Exhale, come back to center. And then from there, we'll do a few cat-cows. So exhale, rounding your spine. Inhale, open, just opening the arms out, lift your chest. Exhale, rounding. Inhale and opening and lifting the chest. And again, exhale, rounding. Inhale and opening. And come back to center. So we'll do the other side. So again, now, because we're twisting the opposite way, we want that opposite hip, opposite leg to stay nice and stable, not move. Reach your arm around, breathe in, press into your feet, squeeze in your legs. Exhale, start to twist to the other side. Keep pulling that opposite leg and opposite hip back and press down firmly into your feet. And just check your lumbar spine, that you're not overarching in your lumbar spine. So really press down into your sit bones and lift up through the center of the pelvis at the same time as you twist. Keep moving the left leg back. Squeeze the legs actively towards each other. Breathe in. Breathe out, come back to center. Again, inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. One more, inhale, open. And exhale. And rounding, and then come back to center. So we're going to repeat that twist again, but you've got the option of going a little bit deeper this time, or just staying with this version. Yeah, if that feels enough for you. You can try reaching your arm to the other side of the chair or behind you a bit more if you're staying in the first version. Those of you that want to go a bit deeper, move your bum a little bit more back in your chair. Now remember, we don't want this knee to come forwards. Yes, so we're going to keep squeezing those legs together. So we're going to take our hands down the side of the sofa or down the side of the chair. This is the deeper version. So you're going to pin your arm to the outside of that thigh. That's it. Or stay upright. Look at your opposite knee. Draw it back, draw that hip back, squeeze the legs together. Now you can use the other hand to press down on the top of the chair to help you come into that twist. And then stay there and breathe. Keep drawing the belly in. Lengthen the crown of the head forwards. So crown of the head is moving forwards. You'll be really feeling that in the opposite hip, especially if you're really working at keeping that hip back. If you want to add in the arm, you can, up to you. See if you can line it up with the other arm, squeezing your glutes, the legs hips, torso, everything's very active in this pose. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Release the arm down if you took it up. Use your hand and coming up. Good. Inhale, opening again. Feel the difference now on that right side. Exhale round, or the side that you twisted across. Inhale, open. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Just feeling that mobility and that space in the spine. So we're going to go the other side. So again, you can stay with that nice upright open twist. Keep squeezing the legs actively towards each other. Feel the glutes engage as you squeeze the legs in. If you're going deeper, slide that arm down the chair. So you can start off by sliding both arms down. Bring that arm to the outside of the leg. Lean some weight into the arm. Press the arm and the leg towards each other. Keep drawing that opposite leg, opposite hip back. You can press your hand down on the chair to help you lift the rib cage and initiate that twist. Sighing breath in and out through the nose. So when you've done a lot of Zoom meetings in a day, this is what you need to do. This posture. So keep lifting your rib cage, keep drawing your belly in. If you want to bring the arm in, bring that arm in and reach up through the fingertips. So the legs are super active. It should almost feel like you could lift your bum off the chair. That's how active the legs and the core muscles are. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, come down. And coming up to center. Well done. And coming up to standing now. And just move your chair out of the way or come back to your mat. So from the front of your mat, have your feet hip width, at least hip width. And you're going to step that left foot back and lift that left heel. So do you remember when we started the class, we were doing this action with the back leg. So straighten both legs. If you're a bit tighter in your legs and your hips, just take a slightly shorter stance. But make sure that you've still got that hip width with the legs, so you're not doing it on a tightrope. Take your hands to your hips, draw your shoulders down, draw your tailbone down, and really press into the toes and the ball of your left foot. Turning your pelvis forwards, really opening through the front body. Breathe in. And then as you breathe out, keep this back leg nice and straight. Start to bend that right knee. Inhale, straighten the right leg again. Exhale, start to bend that right knee. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, bend that right knee and now hold this position and breathe into it. Really feel this opening through the front of the hip. If you want to add in the arms, you can add in the arms. This should feel really nice through the torso now after doing your twist. Roll the shoulders down. Maybe take the arms a little bit wider. Squeeze the thighs together, nice and active through your glutes. Breathe in. Breathe out. And step that left leg forwards. Good. So let's do the other side. Step your right foot back from hip width. And again, just take a slightly short stance if you need to, especially if you don't feel very strong or balanced in your legs. Inhale, hands to the hips. So really, even though you're on the toes and you're on the ball of that left foot, still extend through the back leg as if you're trying to bring that back heel to the floor. And at the same time, feel that engagement through the front of your right leg. Lift through your chest, draw the tailbone down. Right hip is wanting to turn forwards more, try and turn a little bit more forwards as you draw the left hip back. Exhale, bend just that left knee. Right leg stays straight. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extending. Draw the shoulders back. Exhale, bending. And now hold it. Draw the legs in, maybe bringing the arms. Reach up. So feel that descent and that sense of getting really grounded, connecting to the earth through the legs, the feet, and the pelvis. But feel that openness, that space, and that lightness through the torso, through the arms. Breathe in, breathe out, and bringing that leg forwards. Good. Just give your legs a little shake. Excellent. So I want you to find, everybody got a wall? Have you got a wall? A wall would be good. If you haven't got a wall, you might be able to do it with your chair, maybe. Let's try anyway, let's see. If not, you can just do it without the wall and without the chair. We're going to come into tree pose. So you're going to get quite close to the wall. And first of all, just bring your foot halfway down the shin. So just bring your foot halfway down the shin. Make sure you're close enough to the wall so that you can bring your knee onto the wall. Yeah. So you've got something to press that right leg against, and you're pressing it against the wall. Yeah. Draw your left hip back. So take the fingers onto the left hip and draw it back. And at the same time, draw your right buttock under. If it feels too much having the leg this high, take it a little bit lower down. Yeah, so you've got the option of just taking it lower down if that feels too much for your hip. Really, we're doing it because I want you to really feel the work in the hip, yeah, and in the glutes. So keep drawing the right tailbone under. Lift up through the front body, draw that left hip back. Notice how much the hip wants to turn towards the wall. So try and get this feeling of zipping up the pubic bone up towards the abdomen, and just bring your hands now to your heart center. Soften your shoulders. Good. Feel all this activation in this right leg, in the right glutes, as you're really trying to open into that right hip. Can you find your breath as well? Good. Exhale, release. Just feel that for a moment in your hips. And we'll do the other side. So again, find that position next to the wall. So we're starting low down, just on that lower leg, so that you can bring that knee into contact with the wall. Draw your right hip back. So draw the opposite hip back. Notice how much that hip wants to twist towards the wall. Draw the left buttock under, so really squeeze in the left buttock muscles. Draw your pubic bone in and up towards your navel center, and then bring your hands to your heart center and breathe. Feel that work in the hip. Relax your shoulders. Feel those shaking, quivering sensations. Keep drawing that hip back. Notice how much the glutes just want to switch off and be lazy. Good. Nice, everyone. Inhale. Exhale. And release. Good. Excellent. So let's just do a sun salute to come to the floor. So come to the front of your mat. Inhale. Reach the arms up. Feel all that nice space and length now through the body. Climb up a little bit higher if you can. Root down into your feet. Exhale. Fold forwards. Releasing your head down. Just give your head a little shake. Breathing in and out through the nose here. And then lengthen your spine. Inhale, draw the belly in. Exhale, step back to downward facing dog. So just come back into your downward dog, which should feel really nice now after doing all that work in the hips and in our twists. Take a nice deep breath in here and a big exhale out through the mouth. And then coming down onto all fours. Again, we'll just take a couple of cat-cows here. Inhale, lift your hips, lift your chest. Exhale, round your spine, curl your back. Inhale again, lift your chest, lift your hips. Exhale, round your spine. And then come to neutral and come through to sitting. So we're going to have a go at our twists again from sitting this time. If you find that when you sit like this with the feet in front of you, legs parallel, and you're dropping into your lower spine, then sit on something. Yeah, so put something underneath your buttocks and give yourself a little bit of a lift. Cushions, pillows will do, or yoga blocks if you've got them handy. So you want to have your feet in front of you. If you're more flexible and you can keep your back straight, then you can bring the legs closer in. Yeah, but as soon as your back starts to round, then have those feet a little bit more forwards. So first of all, I want you to inhale, open the knees out, and then as you exhale, actively with the leg muscles, squeeze the legs towards each other. Yeah, you can have your hands on the floor. I don't know why I'm doing that. Let's do a couple more. So inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze the legs towards each other. Good. Really squeeze, 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 squeeze. Feel the muscles. Inhale, open. That's it. And now exhale and squeeze. Keep squeezing. Take the right hand behind you. Now remember about the knees. Yeah, we want to keep the pelvis where it is. We don't want that opposite knee to come forwards. Lift your left arm up towards the sky. Get really long. Good. Breathe in. And now breathe out and see if you can find the outside of your thigh, or you can hold the knee with your arm, with your hand. Breathe in, lengthen. And now breathe out. Start to come into that twist again. Just have a little peep at that knee and notice if it's starting to slide forwards. Keep drawing the opposite hip back. Now, see if you can find that buoyancy through the pelvic floor, through that activation in the glutes that we had when we were in the chair. It was a little bit easier to find, I think, in the chair because we could press our feet down. So it's much harder when we're sitting on the floor. So if you can feel that sense of lifting from your base up through the spine to get that length to help you twist. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out, turn back to center, hold onto your knees, inhale, let the knees open, let the feet roll out, lift through the spine, exhale, roll back, round. Again, inhale, let the knees open and lift. Exhale and round. Good. And then we'll come up to do the other side. So again, let's just do opening on the inhale and then squeeze the legs together on the exhale. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Keep squeezing as if you can move the knees past each other. Open on the inhale. Good. Exhale. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Keep squeezing. Open. Good. And then squeeze. Keep squeezing. Take the left hand behind you. Inhale, reach up. Now check your knees. Keep pulling that right knee back. Exhale, hand to the outside of the knee or press your arm to the outside of the leg. Keep pulling that knee back. You're going to be weaker on one side than the other. So notice which side is wanting to slide, is less compliant. Breathe. Use your breath. Try again to feel that buoyancy, feel that lift, feel that energy in the base, in your pelvis. Draw upwards into that lengthening through the spine. It's good. Breathe in, breathe out, and come back to center. And again, inhale. Let the knees drop out. Draw your chest up, drop your shoulders, and then exhale, curl and round, and just drop into the lower spine. Inhale again and opening. And exhale and curling. And then coming up. So from there, and you might want to use your belt here, and you can use cushions or a block. Bring your left foot. So think about that tree pose shape again. So if you know that you're much tighter in your hip and this knee is quite high off the floor, you're going to slide that foot a bit further down. Yeah, so you're not going to try and bring it high. If you've got that mobility and no discomfort in your knee joint, then you can bring that left foot higher up. Yeah. Take your hands either side of you and just look at the line of your pelvis. So we want to have the pelvis nice and level to the front of the mat. That's how we're doing it today. So I want you to just slide that right buttock a little bit further back. Yeah, so you really feel that you've got that alignment of the pelvis facing forwards, and this leg is directly stretching out from the hip with the heel very active. Yeah, so push out through the heel of your right foot. Remember when we were in tree pose and we're standing on that leg and we can press the foot down into the floor. So I want you to do the same thing now through that straight leg. Yeah. Inhale, lift your left arm up. So see if you can feel that sense again, that lift, that lightness, that energy moving up from your base to your fingers. So it's not like a lots of effort. Yeah, it's an energetic lift, and you can feel that. Good. Exhale. Start to reach forwards. So to begin with, just have your hands on the floor, just wherever they'll reach. And you're going to use the other hand to help you twist. Yeah, so if you think of this is your arm to help you twist, this is your arm to help you lengthen. Yeah, so on each inhale, come up, lengthen, and try and bring that left side of the rib cage in. And then as you exhale, extend. Just do a few of those. So breathe in, lengthen. Press out through your right heel, exhale, extend. So try and really get that length through the front body, but also through the side of the torso. Breathe in and breathe out. And then bring the other hand forwards now. You can hold the floor, your leg, your foot, or your belt. Extend through the ball of the foot and through the heel of that foot. Inhale, expand, lengthen. Exhale. Folding in. Stay there and breathe. Follow that movement of your breath in and out. Think about that tree pose. When we had our knee pressing into the wall, imagine that that wall is there now at the side of that knee. So get really active in that leg and in the buttocks of the left side. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then inhale, gently coming up. So from there, turn towards that left leg. Now, if your knee is just kind of hanging around and it's up high, you might want to put something underneath it, cushions, pillows, just to make sure that knee is comfortable. So turn towards that leg, and you can move your pelvis right side a little bit more out now. So you're facing towards that leg. Yeah, so we're going to go sideways into our gate pose. Breathe in. And think about this. First of all, what I want you to do is I want you to lean back. So really get this feeling of lengthening through the right side. And then as you exhale, you can hold on to that thigh. You can take the elbow to the other thigh. Start to reach over for your Parigasana, your gate pose. So sometimes it's nice to hold on to that leg. So you've got something to hold on to as you lean sideways. Yeah. You can also have your belt around your foot and hold on to your belt. Yeah, but try and make it more about opening. Think about all those side stretches that we've done and those twists. So try and make it more about lengthening than going deep. And just drop your head towards that shoulder. Inhale, lifting up, coming up. Take the hands behind you and release that leg. Again, just give the legs a little shake. So we'll do the other side. So we're going to bring that right foot up, just noticing one side is different to the other. So maybe this foot isn't coming up as high. Just be mindful of that knee. Put something under it if you need to. Look at your pelvis. Slide that left buttock a little bit more back. So you're really facing towards the front there. Yeah. Stretch out through the heel. Stretch out through the ball of the foot. Good. Inhale, reach up with the right arm this time and get really long. And again, try and find that lift, that buoyancy, that energy in your pelvis. Exhale, reach forwards. So we've got the left hand to help us turn the torso in, to help us twist. We've got the right hand to pull us a little bit more forwards to get that length. So each time you inhale, lift. Maria, have you got something you can sit on? Because if you sit up on a pillow, it'll feel a lot nicer. That's it. Inhale, lengthen. That's it, yeah. Exhale. Going in. Use that left hand to try and bring the right rib cage more towards the leg. Inhale. Good. Exhale. So we're trying to take the pelvis with us when we fold. That's it. Breathing in. Breathing out. Take the left hand forwards as well. Now you can use your belt around your foot. You can hold onto your foot. Really get that length and expansion with the breath. Exhale, softening in. Good. Inhaling. Exhaling. And then coming up. So turn towards that right leg now. And slide that left thigh, left foot a little bit more out. Breathing in. And breathing out. You can hold onto that leg or you can hold onto your belt or hand can go on the floor. As you go sideways now over that leg. And you can also bend that knee if you need to. If it feels too much for your back, you can bend that knee and go sideways that way. Yeah. Steady breath in and out through the nose. Keep lengthening. Good. Inhale, come up, reach the arm up. Exhale and release. Just take those out of the way. So bring your feet now into parallel position. Take them nice and wide. Take your hands onto your legs, inhaling. And then as you exhale, just start to really round your spine to come down to the floor. So rounding and rounding and rounding. Good. All the way down. Bring your knees into towards your chest and just roll a little bit side to side. Good. So put your feet on the floor, shift your hips to the right. We'll just do a twist to finish. We're going to cross the right leg over the left, or you can just stack one knee on top of the other and roll the legs to the left side as you take your right arm out to the right. So the more you pull down onto that top leg, the more you're going to feel that in that hip. So you decide. Try and slide that shoulder blade away from you and let the legs just completely get heavy and relaxed. You can put something underneath the knees if you need to. So just let the feet, let the legs relax. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose. Big exhale out through your mouth. Take the legs the other way, Mary. So the other way. But shift. No, your legs were right, but top leg goes over to the other side. Yeah, go. So now take, yeah, there we go. We got there in the end. Breathe into your belly. Exhale out through your mouth. Breathe into your belly. Exhale out through your mouth. Bring your legs back to center. Uncross them if you cross them. Shift your hips to the left first. Take your left leg over your right leg. And then let your legs roll over to the right side. And again, you can put your hand on top of the thigh and gently draw it down. So that right hand goes to the thigh. The left thigh, gently draw it down. So again, breathe into your belly. And out through your mouth. Into your belly. And out through your mouth. And again, into your belly. Breathe in through your nose. And out through your mouth. And gently coming back to center. Let your arms and your legs roll open now. And just coming into your relaxation. So just get yourself absolutely comfortable on the floor. Make sure you're warm enough. Maybe put something underneath your head. And just start to really let your body relax and soften and release down. Notice the shift, the change in your energy. Noticing a bit more space in your ribs, in your torso, more length, more openness. The breath moving a little bit more freely, a little bit more easily. Eyes nice and soft and relaxed. And just noticing and feeling that rise and fall of your breath. So we don't have to do very much to lift our energy and to make our body feel a bit more comfortable, a bit more open. This especially is a really good practice to do with those of you that are working at home and sat at a computer for hours and probably haven't got the ideal setup if you're not used to working from home. You might be kind of hunched over a laptop, or it's always just a really good practice as well to do this kind of movement in the morning just to get your energy moving and just to bring a little bit more brightness if you're feeling sleepy and sluggish to start the day. If we can create more space in the torso, then the breath will come into the body much more easily. You'll get more energy into the body, which is really important to support your health but also your mental well-being. If you can lift your energy, then you can usually lift your mood. There'll be a shift. So very slowly and gently, just start to move your fingers and your toes now, wiggling your fingers and wiggling your toes. And just start to stretch through your hands and through your feet. Take a nice big inhale and stretch the hands and the feet away from each other. Stretching out the hands to the feet. Have a good stretch. And bending your knees, gently rolling onto your side. And coming up to sitting when you're ready. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining the Yoga Space online. Really a pleasure to see you all. I hope you've got a little bit more energy now to get on with your day. Thank you.